start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn.
The white trunks with...
Welcome inside. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. These two were made for each other. Good right hook. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between the fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Hook misses. He just split the guard with another uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up way up.
What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Misses with the straight left. A perfect counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
There's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Every time they throw a shot, they get catch. And the artist has been dropped. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the guns took him out.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well done with that counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. They both want a knockout, you can tell. These two fighters are made for one another. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? Swinging big and missing big with that hook.